for the full moon in Sagittarius, right? Cancer, this is your season. I feel like you're feeling so in your power. I feel like you're so happy. You're so full of love, full of life here, right? Like if there have been any worries in your home here, right? I feel like it's being very protected. I feel like you know where you're going. I feel like everything is happening just how it should for you here as well. Stay happy, stay full of joy. Don't let the bad things get you down here, right? There could have been a time where people were really pulling your chain, really jerking you around here, right? Like making promises that they couldn't keep, a lot of things here that just really were not for you. And I feel like you really separated yourself. You really found out who's really there for you, who's really a friend, right? It's time for adventure for your life. Are we back? We're back? Okay. Cancer. So here, there's even a compass down here, right? Sagittarian, right? Like Cancer is exalted in Sagittarius. Right now in this season, in this full moon, you are feeling so beautiful, so wonderful. You know you're protected. You have a new sense of adventure. I feel like you could be planning different vacations here as well, right? I feel like you've really separated yourself from different people, different energies. I just saw 144. Different people, different energies that were no longer for you. You're not allowing yourself to get jerked around. You're not allowing yourself to get bogged down with rituals, routines here, right? Like, no, it's time to step out of your comfort zone. Know that you're protected, right? Especially at this time. I feel like not only were you being jerked around a little bit here, Cancer, I feel like your home was being left unprotected. Like, I feel like there was different people, there was different energies, parasitic energies, toxic energies, negative energies, unhealthy energies here, right? All of that's being separated from you at this time. Like, yes, Sagittarius is expansive. Yes, it, makes everything bigger here, right? But I feel like at this time, everything's like getting bigger so you can see almost like the details of things, right? Like, does that make sense? You are getting down to the nitty gritty of like, hey, like these are not the things that you're wanting in your life. These are not the things you're wanting to continue to do. I feel like you almost have like a new lease on life, a new philosophy here, right? And it's time to take hold of your life. It's time to make the change. First out, we have 3 of Cups. There could be a reunion coming in here for you, Cancer, right? And we have Knight of Cups. Yes, I feel like this is very much a romantic love relationship that is having a coming back together, right? You guys could be sharing a candlelit dinner, going out for drinks here, right? I feel like at this time you just have love on the brain. I feel like you're very happy. You're very fulfilled. I feel like whatever this new connection is, it's not a new connection, right? It's a reconnection. Whatever this reconnection is, it feels like a new connection, right? And I feel like you're really excited about it. I feel like you know that, hey, what's happened in the past is not going to continue to happen. There's been a judgment being called about the situation, right? So you either barbecue or mildew, you either get on with it or like, I feel like you guys are going to have a coming back together of to really kind of discuss, kind of see where things went wrong. Is it even correctable? What can you do different here, right? Like, I feel like you guys have almost been in like limbo here as well, especially with this judgment card. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been in limbo. Like, you haven't been making decisions here as well about what you're going to do. And it's time. Like, I feel like there's been, and then we have 9 of Wands. There's been a lot of broken down, beat up energy here as well involving the situation. I feel like that's what could have caused this separation here to begin with as well. I feel like it was just a lot of like retaliation, like another person hurting another person. Oh, you're doing this, so I'm gonna do this. And, oh, you said that, so I'm gonna say that. Like, I feel like there was a lot of different energies where you guys were just trying to get back at one another, like just trying to hurt each other for no reason here as well, right? This situation could have left you feeling very broken and bruised here as well, but we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pentacles. This is a relationship that is going to be worth the long run. Like, it's like the long lasting in this relationship is going to be worth it for you. And I feel like you know that here. It's almost like in order to get to this 10 of Pentacles, you got to go through the pain. You got to suffer. You got, it's like running a marathon here. Like, you can't be first place. You can't win the marathon here if you stop like mid run, right? Keep going. Allow these things to really kind of play out here as well, right? You guys could have gotten really wrapped up in a lot of like emotions here, right? Like a lot of hurt feelings here as well. Once again, I feel like everything, like you guys were like looking at everything like micro, right? And in this Sagittarius season, I feel like it's really opening up the doors, right? Expanding everything, really allowing you to see everything, have a different understanding, a different perspective shift here as well. A lot of Jupiterian energy, right? It's time. It's time. Like, allow yourself to finish what you have started here, right? And then we have the Lovers. And then we have the Lovers. I really just see Gemini out here, right? I don't really think it's necessarily a Gemini. It could be. but I feel like this is your person. I feel like this is a situation where you guys are both yin and yang. You guys are equally matched here, right? Like this is a connection that you cannot share with other people, right? Like this is just between the two of you here, right? I feel like even if you were to try to allow to bring like different, like say you were to separate and go like your separate ways here, right? I feel like even if you were to do that, like you would feel like still like wrapped up in this other person here, right? Like you would be the one like adding a third party. Like even if you guys separated, you know, allowed some time, allowed some space here, right? Started seeing other people, you guys are still entangled. You guys are still wrapped up with one another here, right? This is supposed to be something that is long lasting for you here as well, right? What is this Three of Cups? We have King of Swords. There could be a King of Swords coming back in for you. And then we have the Sun card. Yeah, I feel like there's a King of Swords that's coming in for you at this time. That could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It didn't have to necessarily be an air sign here. It could be just a masculine energy who uses their words a lot. It could also be a Virgo or a Leo here as well. I feel like they could be coming in and really enlightening you about the situation that happened, right? I feel like it's time for them to be the bigger person, for them to step up and make things right, make things even here as well, right? If not, I feel like the universe is really coming in and setting it straight for you here as well, right? I feel like there's a lot going on with this person that they weren't really showing you, right? And I feel like they're being pulled to come back in and really communicate with you here, right? What is this Knight of Cups? We have the Empress card. Cancer, I feel like this is you, right? Like I feel like this is you. I feel like you have a specific person who is admiring you here as well, right? I feel like you're very beautiful. I actually feel like you have several different people that are wanting to come in here, right? And then we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah. I feel like people admire you for your emotional space. Yeah, Cancer, this is you. This Empress is you here, right? With this Empress and this Queen of Cups, people admire you. It's almost like they view you as like a nurturing mother here as well. They look at you as somebody that they can depend on, that they can trust here. Like you feel like home to people, right? And then we have the Hangman. It could be with the Pisces here as well. This could be you. I feel like there's been a space here where you've almost been allowing different people and energies to come in for you because I feel like you were just settling. You were feeling lonely here, right? Once you have a perspective shift about who it is you are, what it is you're actually doing here as well, you're going to remember like, hey, you are this Empress. You are beautiful. You are wonderful here, right? You don't have to settle. You're worth so much more than what has been offered to you up to this point, right? If you know you're worth more, don't settle for something less, right? With this Judgment card, we have the Eight of Pentacles here, right? There could be, I feel like there's a judgment call. Look where you have Sagittarius at, like which house, right? I feel like there's being a judgment call involving your work situation here, right? I feel like there's been, I don't feel like there's been a lot of like actual like people doing like mean things to one another here. No, I feel like there's been like a lot of tit for tat, a lot of fussing and fighting, a lot of hateful words here, a lot of just people saying things that were not really necessary, that were really hurtful for another person here, right? When this happens, once you just get really sick and tired of being sick and tired here, right, there's going to become a passion that is inspiring you to really get up and make the changes necessary for your work, right? It's time for you to make a judgment call. If you don't like where you're at, make the changes, decide. Everything is a choice here, right? If you want to continue on in a situation that's almost telling the universe, hey, you're happy there, right? So keep in mind, when it's time to move, you will know and you will have a fire in your belly to just get up and move here, right? Yeah, I feel like Cancer, I feel like this is almost you at work, right? And I feel like you work, once again, this parasitic, negative, toxic, unhealthy energies here, right? I feel like there's several different negative people surrounding you in your workspace here, right? And I feel like you don't do that. Like, I feel like how you show up here, right? Like, you come across so sweet, so helpful here as well, right? Like, I feel like you are not equally yoked when it comes to your work situation here, right? And I feel like there's others that continuously try to hurt your feelings, break your heart, burn you here, right? Once you get tired of this, it's time to move on, right? You're going to be guided where it is you're supposed to be going, right? Yeah. After you get all beat up and torn down and hurt about all these situations here involving this, right? Then your wish fulfillments come in. In order for you to get to your wish fulfillments, you have to get really sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? And I feel like that's something that you're really understanding here. Nobody can really make this change for you. Nobody can really push you and tell you that you're ready unless it's you, right, Cancer? And then we have Five of Pentacles. Nobody can make you walk out those doors. Nobody can make you pack up your stuff. It's only you, right? You're the only person that is in charge of your life to have the power to get up and walk towards the things that you're truly wanting to bring into this world here, right? And we have Page of Cups. I feel like you're really separating your emotions at this time, right? And once again, especially involving this work situation here as well, where you've been really broken down and bruised. I feel like the only reason why, once again, look where you have Cancer at in your birth chart. I feel like the only reason why these things really affected you in the manner, I don't feel like it affected your coworkers in the same way. I feel like the only reason why it truly affected you is because you have a lot of emotions tied up into your work situation. About the people, about the type of work that you do. You show up and you show out here, right? And I feel like that's almost why these other people try to tear you down here. I feel like there's a sense of jealousy, of insecurity here as well. Like when you're genuine and you show up with true emotion and you truly care, like people see that, people feel that here as well, right? And I don't think that these other people do. And that's almost why I'm saying, like, even though they're saying things and doing mean things to hurt your feelings here, right? They don't have the emotion to even feel that. Like they don't have that same care. Even if you were to try to retaliate and hurt their feelings here, right? They don't have the same emotions invested in this situation, so it wouldn't even hurt them the same, right? I allow these people to get what it is they're supposed to be doing here, right? With this shift, with this change here as well, right? I feel like you could be really worried about money, really worried about a home situation here as well. Keep in mind, Cancer is exalted in Sagittarius. Your home is protected. Your money is protected. You are protected here, Cancer, right? And then we have the Three of Cups. No, once again, no, you are going to have the love. You're going to have the support here necessary for you to receive the amount of money here. Don't rely on your worries and fears. If you do, that's just calling that back into your life here as well. Stay focused in on okay, so somebody could also be holding themselves back from a group of people. I feel like they're holding themselves back from partying here as well. A lot of yeah, I feel like there's a lot of once again, a lot of negative toxic behavior involving these people, places, and situations here as well, right? And I feel like you're making an active decision. I feel like these people are taking you off of your focus. I feel like you're spending too much money at the bar. You're spending too much money on your friend. You're spending too much money when you go out to eat with your friend. You know, you're starting to notice, like, as you're in these like relationships with these people, you're overly giving, right? And it's time for you really to take a step back and really focus in on yourself, your body, your investments here as well. You're gonna notice what type, like, when you start telling these people no, like, hey, I can't meet up and grab a drink with you. I can't meet up and go have dinner, right? You're gonna know who your real friends are. Once you start holding your energy back, once you start holding yourself back here, right? You're gonna notice who your friends are, what type of people you have truly been surrounding yourself with, right? What is this Lovers card? We have the Hierophant. Once you are making these active decisions to truly separate yourself from these different friends, relationships, coworkers, family members here as well, right? You are going to have this relationship take, it's a love relationship. You're going to have a love relationship here that is going to be taken to the next level. And I said that because we have the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Star here, right? And it's three major arcana. It's the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Star. I feel like if there is a marriage here that has been kind of rocky, been, you know, kind of tough, strenuous here as well, right? There's going to become a healing energy that's coming in and really helping unify this relationship here as well. Look at the Lovers and the Hierophant, right? It's two snakes, right? But they become one. It's two birds, but it looks like one, right? Like that's the healing energy. I feel like there was so much separation here between the two of you. Not at this time. I feel like the universe is really working in your favor. I feel like you did the things necessary for yourself here. You really cut out the people, places, and things that were no longer for you and started focusing on the things that you do want to call into your life, the things that you do want to focus on here, right? And then we have the Five of Cups. Yeah. I feel like there is going to be like a sense of sadness here as well, that you are having to leave these people, places, and things behind. Once again, I don't feel like you would have even been involved with it if you hadn't have had some sort of enjoyment there, right? But it's time to let these things go. Any of this sadness where you have, once again, any of the sadness where you have felt like separated from your home, from your relationship, from your marriage here as well, right? That's being healed. That's all being taken care of for you, right? Especially with the Star card. All right, guys, let's get one card out for how you can help heal this energy. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is officially the full moon, by the way. And thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. You guys are so awesome. Declutter. You will feel better and more focused if you'll take time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. That's what I'm saying. You're decluttering. I feel like the reason why your marriage wasn't working out, the reason why your finances were low, you had too much going on. Like you had too many different people. I feel like you were buying too much stuff. Like it's time to really let some things go. Like, is it something you really need? Like, are these habits that you're wanting to continue? Like you're really paying attention, really getting down to the bones, the nitty gritty here, right? If you want bigger and better things for yourself, take out the things that you don't love first, right? All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. I just saw 1606. Bye.